From Las Vegas, live at Lamar Theater, podcast starring actor Jean-Claude Lamar, producer Eureka Pratt.
Welcome to another episode of Live at Lamar Theater right here in Las Vegas. I'm Jean-Claude Lamar.
I'm Eureka Pratt.
We've got another full week of conversation.
Yes.
You know, Eureka, I got to tell you, for those of you that don't know, I commute here from LA to Vegas every week to be part of this amazing theatrical experience you've got going on here.
By choice. I tell you to fly, but you don't want to fly. So, yes, you do.
Yeah, I'm not a big flyer, only because when I fly long distance, my arms hurt. So,
wait.
I'm going to tell you.
Well, just
Okay,
forget
all
it.
right, okay. That joke never fails, by the way. I think I first heard that joke. It was in a fortune cookie. I think.
Wait.
Yeah.
I think you just made that up.
No. It's a pretty popular. You could Google it.
Really?
It's a pretty popular one. Yeah. Oh boy, are my wings tired. My arms
Wow.
tired.
Okay.
But I wanted to find out about your week. I know we are now, sort of revving up. Shows are picking up.
Oh, yeah.
We're starting to be back into the flow of things, right?
Feels good.
All right. So it's post-holiday, Christmas, and all that. By the way, let me just say this. You're really glowing in this pink.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was the goal.
That's
Thank you.
It's
It
a
worked.
very nice color.
Thank you.
Some of your outfits, I'm sure there are ladies out there. They're like, oh my God, that's so cute. Where can I get it? We're gonna create a whole page of Eureka's Vegas outfits for you ladies.
I mean, it's
specifically.
Vegas. I've got to sparkle. You got a little some
Do you dress
rhinestones.
like this all the time? Is this?
I dress like this most of the time here at the theater.
Okay.
Yes, not
okay.
at home. I'm not at home bedazzled.
You
all
don't have
day.
like a shower curtains and
no,
a shower robe.
No, I don't
with-
walk around with a bedazzled cup at home.
Oh, nice. Okay. Everything. So you just like things bedazzled, huh?
It's Vegas.
It's Vegas.
Yeah, I'm just trying to match the curtains here.
Okay. Well, you know what? I can't.
You're one to talk.
I can't really. You know what I'm saying? I got to keep up. But anyway, but it's a
fun.
nice outfit. Looks good.
Thank you.
How was your week?
It was actually very good. I feel like I say that all the time, but it is really good. I get to do what I love. I'm here in the theater most of the time.
Wait, how did your comedy opening go?
Oh, it was great. Yes, Reese Russell and Friends.
Opened up this Thursday.
Yep,
This past Thursday.
Thursday at 9 o'clock it opened up.
And it was a full house.
It was a full house.
Nice. How were the comedians?
Yes.
Were they
They were
funny?
actually very funny. They were funny. I was laughing.
I
was laughing. Reese is really funny.
Now
too.
here's the thing. Every one of you guys know that I'm pretty funny. Anyone who knows me know I'm probably the funniest guy you know, besides Cat Williams. But seriously, I'm actually pretty funny. And so I've been trying to, I don't know, just kind of suggest, infer to Reese to let me headline. Like,
and what he's okay?
he just ignores me. Every time I bring it up, he just kind of he changes the subject. Starts talking about math and the universe and
And manifestation.
he just changes the subject. The other day I literally outside in front of the theater. I said, "So, you have a headliner for next week?" He goes, "Yeah, I do." And I said, "Oh, what about the week after that?" He goes, "No, not yet. I don't think so." I said, "Oh, yeah, man. I love doing comedy. That's always been something." And he goes, "Oh, cool. So listen, I need cables for the mic and."
You think you got the hint?
I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep trying.
Wait.
I'm gonna come in with like stickers.
But Jesse, you're not a comedian.
I am a comedian.
You're not a headlining comedian.
Who? What? Wait.
You only headline here at Black Magic Live.
Wait, I'm not a headlining comedian?
No one knows you as a comedian.
What do you?
You're an actor.
Okay, fine. I'll do a knock joke. You tell me if it's funny.
Okay.
Knock.
Who's there?
The plumber.
The plumber who?
I've come to fix the sink.
I didn't order a plumber.
Wait, that was the
That's
joke.
all I thought. That's
That was
not a
the
joke. It's not funny.
It's okay for those of you who don't. Y'all know that was funny. I've come to fix
Comment
the sink.
below if you thought it was funny.
Wow.
Either
Wow.
a thumbs down
You're
or
a hater.
laughing
You know
emoji.
what? I've been weighing this.
I'm not a hater.
I've been weighing this since 2023. Is she a hater? Is she not?
I'm not a
I've been
hater.
weighing. You've just officially crossed over into hater territory.
Somebody's a little delulu.
Come on now. No. Okay. Fine. You don't like my knock jokes?
I mean, you could be funny, but you're not a headlining comedian. Let's just be real.
Do you know what headlining means?
Yeah.
Yeah, that means you got a head and there's a line in your.
Then Then I can headline the comedy show.
That is correct.
No, it's not. It doesn't work.
I
that
am
way.
a headliner, folks.
Are you a barber?
I was a barber years ago.
Okay. Let's just.
Maybe I can do my barbering on stage in the comedy show.
No one will watch that. No.
Really? Would you guys come to a comedy show where I bring a guest up on stage and all I do is give them a lineup?
No.
The entire show. Like I don't say shit, just.
How was your
People
week,
would
Jean-Claude? How was
Okay.
your week this week?
My week was actually
I never
pretty
get to
good.
ask you.
I missed the comedy show. I really wanted to see it. My week was good. I'm editing a project right now, as you
Okay.
know, the documentary. So I've been working on a documentary.
You're about what? About 70% through now?
Yeah. It's about the Black
Girl Magic.
Black Girl Magic show here
Yes,
at the theater. So it's a
yes.
pretty cool one. I did one last year, a year and a half ago, for the male show.
Yes.
And that went on to sell.
That did
We
really
sold
well.
that to AMC, and it was.
You should.
It did really well for them.
Yeah, we'll put a link down to that documentary, so the ladies and even some of you gentlemen can check that out.
It's called Black Magic Live Stripped.
Stripped.
It's a fun doc.
Yes.
Fun doc. So I'm working on the female one now, which is a lot of fun. And it's taken me a little longer because I'm kind of, I'm working on my scripts. I'm at the theater. I'm doing
sure.
tons of stuff. So,
Yeah.
but it's coming together.
Good.
It's coming
Good.
together. And then in between that, I'm working on my comedy.
Good. Yes. Good. Keep working on it.
I'm working on my comedy. Just trying to get it. I'm massaging it. Let me tell you something. All the great comedians.
What is it, kale? You're massaging it?
No, comedy is a very intricate, it's nuanced.
I'm aware.
It's nuanced. And so, you got to be able, so I'm working out my material now. I'm working it out. I'm doing stuff at night in front of the mirror. I'm doing stuff.
That's great.
That's
wonderful.
Anyway, I hope that sip wasn't shade, but you didn't
I'm
have
just a little parched.
Yeah, okay. So let's get to our guest today.
Yes.
So now you guys are accustomed to us bringing all this amazing talent as guests. You're used to us bringing talented artists, singers. We're going to be bringing some celebrities on here. But let me tell you this. This guest is, for me, the most important guest that we will feature on this podcast ever in the history of this podcast.
Wow. That is an introduction. Now, why is this guest the most important?
Because she's not with the shits. She's not with the pomp and circumstance. She is the box office attendant here at the theater, guys.
Let me tell you, she sees everything.
So we're going to get some tea about what these customers do, what they say, how they behave, whether they're rude, and all the stuff that happens at the box office. Because the box office, Eureka, is the first line point of entry.
Yeah.
This is where you get it raw, and we're going to get it a little entry into that world with this interview.
Yeah. She's actually one of my favorites. I know the staff here a lot better than you do because I'm always here.
Yeah.
And so I'm always excited when
But
they
she's
come.
actually one of my favorites.
Oh.
What's her name?
Valerie.
See?
Valerie, you called her Victoria
How funny.
the other
See,
day.
you see
I
it?
don't think she's going to forget
Hold
that.
on. You see how I set that up? See how I set that joke up? I built it, and then boom, punchline. I'm working this material, baby. Working it. Y'all gonna see me on that stage, that comedy stage, real soon.
You know what? I'm rooting for you.
Thank you.
You look really excited. I'm rooting for you.
And then from there, it's Netflix special.
Oh, okay.
It's my own Netflix special.
Okay.
From there, it's President of the United States.
All right, let's bring out Valerie.
Let's bring Valerie out, folks. Let's bring out Valerie. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with Sandra.
Valerie.
I'm only kidding.
Victoria, otherwise known as Victoria.
Right.
This is Valerie. Valerie is our amazing box office attendant. She actually is the person responsible for your first point of contact
Yes.
here at the theater, okay? So you come in, and so Valerie's gonna walk us through exactly what happens when someone purchases a ticket, shows up, and don't have their barcode or don't have their ticket information and catch an attitude with you at the.
Has that
what do you call it?
happened?
Yes, it has happened. I tell them, let me check our manifest to make sure you're on there. And sometimes they're not on there. Then they have confirmation on their phone. I see it. It's obviously the same date. And then I write them on the manifest. Sometimes they'll come in and they'll be like, oh my gosh, I purchased this ticket, but it was for tomorrow and I'm leaving tonight. And we want them to still be able to see the show because that's why they came. So we go ahead and we switch the dates. We put them on the manifest and send them on their way to have a good time.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that is so sweet. That's very nice of you. So you make these executive decisions at the box office? No.
No. I ask Eureka.
He tried to catch you. He tried
Yeah.
to get you there.
I was about to fire her on camera. No, but seriously, I got to tell you, first of all, Valerie is one of the sweetest people you will meet. So she doesn't really give you attitude at the back, but every now and then there's someone that comes and the person is a complete hard ass, a complete asshole. What do you do?
Honestly, I'm still myself. I still stay sweet because at one point I was a server and somebody came in and he was so rude. I was like, hi, can I take your order? Could I start you off with something to drink? And he was so rude. He was a truck driver. He was like, I want this. And I was like, okay. And I came back. I was like, here you go. Were you ready to order? He was like, I just want to apologize. He was like, I'm having a bad day. I was like, oh, it's okay. Because when they see that you're not giving them attitude, then they check themselves.
Yeah, I agree. Because I have the same philosophy. As long as you remain, polite or sort of in your own space and not let them rattle you, they have no choice. Unless they're just, and if they can't pull it back, they're too far gone anyway.
People never realize this, but I'd like to talk specifically about the role of the box office attendant. I mean, people, I guess it's the case with any attendant where your first experience at a venue, your first experience at a restaurant, your first experience whenever you're dealing with customer service, your experience begins there.
Yes.
A lot of people sort of think, well, let me get this is something I just have to do, and let me get my tickets, boom, and then my experience will start at the show.
No.
Your experience starts the moment you enter.
Your very first interaction.
Would you say that is the case?
Yes. I always try to get them hyped for the show. If they're not already hyped, I go in and I tell them, I'm like, hey, have you guys been here before? I'll go and I'll make small talk.
Nice.
Like if they come in first, and there's nobody else there, I'll go and I try to make small talk and be like, hey, is this your first time here? And they'll be like, oh no, we've been here many times. Then we talk about the show. I get a flyer. I'm like, oh, here's all our other shows. I was like, everybody that comes in, because everybody that comes in does rave about how much they love the Tina show, the Elvis show. So I tell them what the other customers say. And I tell them what I see, but the reason why I tell them what other customers say is because they don't believe me, myself, because I work here.
Got it. Let me ask you this. Who gives you the most attitude?
If you get any at all.
Men or women? Patrons?
Women.
The women give you the
Yes.
most attitude. And why do you think that is the case from your vantage point?
And what kind of attitude?
Right.
I feel like they think they're gonna come to the show and they're gonna get VIP treatment. I mean, they do, but they want it as soon as they walk in the door.
Got it. So the women tend to come with certain expectations.
Yes.
That the men don't necessarily
No.
are hampered with.
Yeah.
Guys are simple.
Yes. The
Got
men,
it.
they come in and they're already excited for
Yeah.
the show.
Got it.
You cannot bring them down.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got
Oh,
it.
I love that.
Got it. But the women come in with
Yes,
little-
They
yes,
come in with the, what are you here to do for me?
exactly.
got it.
Exactly.
Got it.
One girl actually asked me, she was like, "What are the rules?" I said, What do you mean?" She goes, "What can't I do?" She goes, "Can I touch their abs?" I said, "You can touch
Oh, you're
their
talking
abs."
about for the
Black
male
Magic
review
Eye.
show?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, "You can touch their abs." She goes, she was like, "I mean, I'm not going to touch their,
Genitalia.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
She was like, "I'm not going to touch that." I was like, "Okay." She goes, "But I can touch them?" I said, "Yes." She goes, "Can I record them?" I said, "Yes." She goes, "Okay, that's all I'm worried about." I was like, "You're going to have a great time." I
Yeah,
promise."
that's all
Right,
you're worried
right,
about.
right.
You're good.
So,
I do. There is one thing that I have noticed that I used to get this when I was doing check-ins and stuff. How often do you get the? Well, I had VIP, and what do I get?
All the time.
And do they always actually have VIP?
No, not all the time.
That's my favorite. I go,
okay, wait,
ma'am.
okay. So when I was a kid,
It says general admission
so
on your
right.
ticket.
So, but listen, when I was a kid,
and I always feel so bad. I'm like,
listen, when I was a, when I,
tell her?
hey, listen, when I was a kid, and I'm sure that's the case for a lot of people watching. When I was a kid, I used to sneak into movie theaters. I used to sneak in and catch a movie.
Okay.
People still do that.
They still do it?
Yes.
Wow. That was
I don't
like,
know you could
dude,
still
I
do
didn't know
it.
you could still
My
do it.
mom used to sneak me
Okay,
in. So you're
okay.
6.
I didn't know you could still do it. But I was all of 19, talking about I'm only 10.
Wow.
I'm only, come in with the long trench coat, looking
Wow.
like, what's that TV show with the kids? Little
Little
Rascals.
Rascals.
Yeah, I come in
Hilarious.
with the bowler hat and the long coat, like,
I'm
Hilarious.
19.
hi, I'm 12.
Right this way, sir.
right.
Right.
So here's my question: are there women or men that have come to this theater trying to sneak in, not having purchased a ticket? Does that happen?
I have not come across that yet.
Okay.
That's good to know.
Has that happened before?
Yes, happens all the time.
Well, I will say what has happened
Happens
is,
all the time.
I wouldn't say it's not that cut and dry. What'll happen is sometimes, depending on the attendant, we had this one attendant who would just let anyone in without completely verifying. And sometimes there are customers who went to the site, went through the whole process,
Bought a ticket, then canceled their ticket.
canceled it, or didn't finish processing
Yes.
their ticket. And they're like, I thought I bought it, I can't find it. And this is after you probe and you're trying to find out. And we had an attendant that would just say, no, they said they had it, I just couldn't find it, and I let them in.
Or I'm on the guest list.
Oh yeah, oh, my favorite, this has been happening lately. You actually told me about this. Oh, I know JC, I know Jean-Claude. Jean-Claude didn't give me a guest list.
Here's
And
my
they
thing.
use
Here's
this
my
all
thing.
the
If you
time.
just so you know, if you ever come to this theater and say, "I know JC, I'm on JC's guest list," or "Can you grab JC?" you will be stuck outside because I never come out. Okay, they'll come to me. "Hey JC, you have someone here for you." I go, "I don't care." I don't care. No, but they said like a longtime family member. I don't care. You want them to pay? Yes.
JC, they said they're your son?
Yeah, have him pay.
They said they used to sneak in with you when you were 10 into the
Yeah.
theater.
Have them pay. The world has changed.
The world has changed. Right.
So Valerie, so let me ask you this. Now, have you had prior experiences dealing with customers and dealing with people? Because I know it can be, like, I'll give you an example. The show starts at 8:30, any one of the shows. Someone shows up at 8:35, 8:40. The show's already started. And there's a line. What's the stress level like in the front?
Honestly, with any place that I've worked, I try not to get stressed because then that's when things hit the fan. So I try to keep calm and just do one thing at a time.
Yes.
One thing at a time. Because eventually you're going to get through it. If you stress out, it's going to take longer.
Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, comparing it to other places that you've worked, what is working in the box office? What is that level of stress, or maybe there isn't? What is comparatively? Where does it sit?
Probably I work here, I have fun even when I'm in the front with the guests.
Right.
So the stress level isn't really up there on my ranking.
Not on your end. I mean, how serious
Not
are
if you ask
people?
Joseph.
How serious are people? How serious are people when it comes to seeing their show? Like, because I know, for example, a restaurant. We all go to a restaurant. If you show up to the restaurant, your reservation is not. You don't have a reservation. You're going to be kind of ticked off. Or airlines. You show up to the ticketing counter and they don't have your reservation. Those things can cause not necessarily the service provider any stress. Certainly, the passenger or the customer. How serious are people if they show up and you say your name's not on the manifest?
Then they get upset, obviously. I mean, they probably stress out themselves because they came all this way to see a show and now they're not on the list. But I tell them, it's okay, we're going to get this handled, and I'll come talk to Eureka. I come talk to Eureka about everything, and then she advises me on what to do, because there's always a solution to something.
Absolutely.
So there's no reason to stress out. And I tell them the same thing. And if there's a long line and there's this one customer, I tell them, is it okay if you have a seat? I will get right to you once I check everybody in. The show's not going to start with all these people still out here.
Have you ever had to kick anyone out?
Not me.
Okay.
I have not.
Okay. Here's what I do need to ask you, since you brought up Eureka a couple of times. How is it working with Eureka? How has it been?
I love Eureka. I feel like I've known her forever.
Y'all look alike.
Yeah,
get that a
we're
lot.
sisters.
I get that a lot.
We're sisters.
Kind of, yeah, got the Asian thing going on or something.
We
I
have
don't know.
not
find out where it
gotten
comes
that
from.
one
You
yet.
haven't gotten
No,
the
not that
Asian-
one
no,
yet.
Yeah, it kind of got that going. A little.
Yeah, there's somewhere in my DNA. There's Asian somewhere. I know it.
Yeah,
there has to be.
I'm part Filipino.
Yeah.
So, and I'm
Okay.
Samoan. So
Oh, okay, so
Yes.
maybe you're Samoan.
I think so.
you're Samoan.
we're related.
You might be. Okay, you guys might
And my
be.
dad tells people they have this running joke in the front because my dad also
Works here as well?
I have
Yes.
him doing security sometimes in between security guards, and they have a running joke in the front that she's his other daughter.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. So how is it working with her? I mean, on a day-to-day basis. Is she strict? Is she lax? Is it what is that like?
She's very focused.
Okay.
But if you have a question, she'll quickly answer and she just goes right back. But the thing is, when Eureka's working, she's working. And when it's time to play, then she can play. But she knows when
Got it.
to do
back
what,
and forth,
yeah.
back and forth. And
What's it like working with JC?
Yikes. Uh-oh. Just kidding.
She said, just kidding.
someone's
That's
getting
how you
fired
know. That's
after
how
this
you know
podcast.
it's fun working with JC too.
Yeah.
When you know you can make a joke like
That's
that.
true.
It's like, it's like, no, everyone always says, I'm always surprised when people go, you ask them that same question, and it could be anyone in this theater, and they go, yeah, that guy. I don't know about that guy. Actually, I'm actually a pretty good employer.
Yeah, I feel like you're the same way like Eureka. Like you when the show's done, you joke around with everybody, but when it's going, you're like, you need to do this needs to go. And when you're working, everybody should know this, you're working.
Right.
I agree.
So,
Right.
and that's how I am. That's why I'm like running back and forth. Like when you see me, like it's cold in Vegas still.
Yes.
And I have a million sweaters on when I come in, but as soon as I get in the back, all my clothes come off.
Right.
Because I'm literally running around, I'm all sweaty. You think I was on stage
Right,
dancing.
right. And we turn the heat up in here too.
Yes, yeah.
That hurts. So is this your first time working at a theater?
It is.
Okay. Is it what you thought it would be? I mean, did you think, because a theater, especially a small theater, I mean, this is, 5,000 square feet. It's relatively, I mean, it's a decent sized theater, but
It's not an
it's not an
amphitheater.
amphitheater. Is this kind of what you envisioned working at a theater?
No,
Okay.
to be honest.
So what did you think and what?
I mean, when you watch movies, because when you are not in a certain industry, the only thing you have to compare it to are movies and shows. So I thought I was going to be up front, right this way, ma'am, right this way, sir. Or like there would be no cursing during the shows.
Right.
But
Fuck that.
Yeah, literally. When I heard JC, he was like, this and that. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, I love this place.
Right.
No,
Fuck you. Fuck you.
how funny is JC on stage? Okay,
Hilarious.
That's when, and he
I
swears
feel
he's
like
a
they
comedian
really
now.
came. They really came to watch
He is
JC.
so funny on stage
Yeah,
with the
I'm
ladies.
actually pretty funny. I'm actually pretty fun with the ladies. So, Reese, if you're any of the out there watching, headline and marquee,
Women
call-
only.
Right.
Women only.
Yeah, because the men are gonna be
Big.
like, get this guy off the
And in certain text size that I need font size, my name across the
You put it in your
right
right
above. Yeah. See where it says Reese's and Friends, just right
And
above the
Jean-Claude.
Reese,
Right above the
Jean-Claude and Friends, and then we can still see the SE. So it's Jean-Claude C and Friends.
friends.
You ever watch that movie? I forgot what it's called with Steve Carell.
Steve Carell.
Which one?
The Burt Wonderstone or something like that. He has a partner and they're doing a magic show.
Okay.
Oh, I
And
didn't see that one.
He said the incredible. He says both of their names. He goes, the incredible implies to both of us, and he said that's a hurtful thing to say.
That part.
That's
so,
funny.
So you work now. So you kind of now. Okay, so let's back up a little bit. You originally came to see some of the shows. So give us your sort of trajectory.
How'd you
into
get
this. How'd
here?
you get here?
So my aunt, she wanted to come for her birthday. One of her girlfriends brought her.
To
And
see what show?
The Black Magic Live show.
Oh, the male review show.
Yes. They came to see the Black Magic Live show, and she sent me videos of her Queen of the Night.
Okay.
Oh,
And
she
then-
did Queen of the Night.
Yes. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, they do that there? And she said, yes, girl. And I said, she goes, I want to go again tomorrow night. I said, tomorrow night? She goes, yeah, you want to come? I said, I've never been to a show like that. I was like, I've never even been. I was like, sure. So the next night we came and I was like,
I want to work here.
shocked.
I want to work here.
I was shocked. And then she was like, we should come again. I was like, bet. So the next time I came, I was like, oh my gosh, we're going to come here all the time. I was like, I might as well work here.
I might as
And
well
the
work.
box attendant at the time, she said, we're hiring. I said, you are? She said, yes, there's a wanted sign here. So she was like, I think it was here. And then I was like, okay. She was like, just give me your number. I was like, okay. I gave her my number. And then a week later, you text me, but I had already bought tickets to the show again.
Funny, that's right. Because you're like, I'm actually, when I interviewed you,
Yes.
you said, I'll be here tomorrow. I have tickets.
I'll be an employee and a customer. Don't worry about it.
But it just goes to show, it's just such a fun ladies'
It really
night.
is.
It really is. And you really,
Even
how
if you
many
work here,
friends
it
have
feels
you
the
made?
same way.
Like, just,
Oh my gosh, they're all my friends.
yeah.
Actually,
The
I love
same
all
girls,
of them.
they'll call
the
each other and they
girls.
come back at the same time. It's so
Yes,
fun to see.
Yes, the customers, like, they'll come back and they'll ask me. So they'll ask me, oh, what is it like? And I'll tell them, they're like, oh, you have to say that because you work here. And I'm like, girl,
No.
let me
I
show
was
you the
here.
videos before I worked here.
Right before I worked there.
It's so
They're
fun.
like, no, you took that when you were standing out there. So I told them there's a picture of me sitting right there.
oh, that's, yes.
With glow sticks and money in my shirt.
No.
Yes.
It's so fun. And it's funny because now that she works here, everything's like touch and go. She's like, I'm in the front, but you sure you need me in there? I'm like, you've been here before. Yeah, she's like, yeah, but
What are your favorite shows? Which ones are your favorite shows here at the theater?
I love all of them, to be honest. They're
Okay.
all really good shows.
Okay.
I seen the movie about Tina Turner, and the Kim, the girl who is Tina Turner on the show, she's really good. And they're all really good. Like, if you ever watch the show, you can't get any closer than the shows here.
Right.
And I don't just say that because I work here. I say that because I also hear everybody comes in to see the shows and they say, oh my gosh, they're so good. They come multiple times to see the same shows.
Yeah.
And then I tell them, I was like, we have other shows. Like,
Right,
and I
we
tell
have
them, I was
other
like, we
shows,
have this show, or like somebody will come in for Tina Turner and they have a bunch of girls. And I'm like, have you ever seen our Black Magic live show?
Right.
They're like, what is that? Here's a flyer. Here's some videos. They're like, we're coming back. Then I will see you again.
Yeah. It's so we clearly can deduce you like working here.
I love it. And everybody tells me to up front. They're like, what's your name? I'm like, Valerie. I'm like, Valerie. They're like, oh my gosh, you're really good up here. I'm like, thank you.
Yes.
They're like, you're so friendly. I was like, thank you. They said, we're going to come back just to see you.
I love
I'm like,
that.
thank you.
Yes,
By the way,
I
do you
love
get-
that.
Be sure to tell JC.
By,
He doesn't fire me.
By the way, do you get tipped during the course of the evening? Do people tip you every now and then at the front, or
Yes.
they do?
Nice.
No, not up front.
Okay.
Back here.
Okay, when you
Nice.
get into the theater,
Yeah.
you kind of
I
help
love
you
Yeah.
out. Okay, great.
Like at the end, though.
Good.
Oh, wow.
They'll
So they'll
come.
walk by and be like, and this is for you.
Yeah, they'll come because they see me running around,
Right.
and they're like, here you go for all your hard work. They're like, I was like, thank you. They're like, also because you hooked it up. When
Yes.
we're literally, I just told them that it's gonna be a great show, and I promised them that they're gonna have
They're
fun,
gonna
and they
have a good
tell
time.
me, you don't break your promises to you. I was
Yes.
like, I really don't. They're
Yeah,
like,
that's
I can
awesome.
tell because you promised us we were gonna have a good time, and we
we
did.
did.
Nice.
Yes.
Well-
So this is for not being a liar.
Yes.
Well, guys, I want to take this opportunity. You guys got a sort of a little sneak peek into what life at a box office is like from one of our premier attendants here at the theater. And I really want to thank Sandra for coming out. And
Otherwise known as Valerie.
okay,
Victoria
all right,
Chandra.
all right. Okay. Valerie, thank you so much for coming and stopping by
Yes.
and sort of sharing your perspective with
Yes.
us. We're gonna have you back because we want to hear some more horror stories.
And I got them.
So you
Oh,
got
I can't
those.
wait. I can't wait. And I
Okay.
didn't get to say, and we absolutely love having you here.
We do.
Thank you.
We do. Thank you, guys. Until the next episode.
Yes.
And remember, don't forget to.
Like and subscribe.
There you go.